Today, the president told multiple news outlets that he must be involved in picking Iran's next leader.
Today, we're diving into a truly explosive claim that could reshape America's foreign policy and global standing. Welcome to Partisan Pulse, where we break down the biggest political moments and expose what the headlines leave out. Today, the president declared he must be involved in picking Iran's next leader. This isn't just a casual remark. It's a direct assertion of power over a sovereign nation, a move that echoes past interventions and raises serious questions about the future of American leadership on the world stage. This isn't only about Iran, it raises bigger questions about self-determination and how the United States is viewed globally. Is it seen as supporting democracy or shaping outcomes abroad? Let's break down the implications of this statement.
We also urge Iranian diplomats around the world to request asylum and to help us shape a new and better Iran with great potential. It's a country with great potential.
Wait, what? The president says he wants to help Iran shape a new and better Iran with great potential, and then immediately implies he'll be picking their next leader. That's not how that works. You can't champion a better future for a nation by stripping them of their most fundamental right, self-determination. This isn't about fostering democracy, it's about imposing a choice. It's a contradiction so glaring it demands a closer look. This narrative is a classic bait and switch. Project an image of liberation, then implement control. It's a dangerous playbook that undermines any pretense of genuine support for the Iranian people and their aspirations for change. This isn't liberation, it's regime selection, plain and simple, and it sets a terrifying precedent for how the U.S. might engage with other nations going forward.
Negotiate with the U.S. when we negotiated with them twice, and every time they attacked us at the middle of negotiations. So there is no request for a ceasefire by us.
This is on the record. The Iranian foreign minister highlights a critical failure in U.S. foreign policy, a lack of trust stemming from previous negotiations where, allegedly, the U.S. attacked them mid-talks. This isn't just rhetoric. It's a direct consequence of a chaotic and inconsistent approach to diplomacy. When you repeatedly undermine trust, you erode the very foundation of negotiation. This isn't just about Iran, it's about America's credibility on the global stage. How can we expect any nation to engage in serious diplomatic efforts when their past experiences suggest bad faith? This isn't just a misstep, it's a strategic blunder that makes de-escalation almost impossible. The idea that we can simply bomb our way to a new government, then expect them to negotiate in good faith, is a fantasy. This is a measurable outcome of a failed diplomatic strategy, and the consequences are playing out in real time.
Which means that whatever happens in this war going forward, Republicans in Congress own it just as much as President Trump does.
This is documented. The host points out a critical truth. By voting down resolutions to rein in the president's war powers, Republicans in Congress now own this war. This isn't just political theater, it's a direct abdication of their constitutional responsibilities. Congress is supposed to be a check on executive power, especially when it comes to war. When they fail to act, they become complicit. This isn't just about political alignment, it's about institutional integrity. The erosion of checks and balances leaves the American people vulnerable to unchecked presidential authority, with potentially devastating consequences. If this kind of breakdown matters to you, this is exactly what we do here. This isn't a partisan attack, it's an observation of accountability. When Congress doesn't do its job, the stakes for the nation escalate dramatically. The silence from Capitol Hill is deafening, and the cost of that silence will be borne by us all.
So the war is largely unsupported by the American people, and we've outraged much of the global community that we're in alliance with.
That's not how that works. General McCaffrey lays bare the profound strategic failure, no consultation with Congress, no support from the American people, and a complete alienation of our allies. This isn't just a tactical error, it's a fundamental misunderstanding of global diplomacy and national security. Unilateral action, especially in a region as volatile as the Middle East, doesn't project strength. It projects isolation. When you outrage your allies, You weaken your own position and create more enemies than you defeat. This isn't leadership. It's reckless adventurism that puts American lives and global stability at risk. The idea that America can go it alone, disregarding international norms and alliances, is a dangerous fantasy. It's a strategy that has repeatedly failed throughout history, leaving behind chaos and resentment. The general's assessment is a stark reminder that even with military might, true power comes from coalition and consensus, not cowboy diplomacy.
He's waiting, but he says, let's get this one finished first. We could do them all at the same time, but bad things happen.
Wait, what? The president is openly discussing future military interventions, casually mentioning Cuba as the next one while we're still embroiled in Iran. This isn't just alarming. It's a terrifying glimpse into a foreign policy driven by impulse rather than strategic thought. To talk about waging multiple wars simultaneously with the glib assurance that bad things happen if you do them all too fast reveals a profound lack of appreciation for the gravity of military conflict. This isn't about protecting American interests. It's about a dangerous expansionist agenda that risks American lives and resources on an unprecedented scale. This casual discussion of war, treating nations like dominoes in a geopolitical game, should send shivers down every American's spine. It's not just a policy misstep, it's a fundamental threat to national stability and global peace. The stakes couldn't be higher when the leader of the free world speaks of war as a sequential checklist. The consistent thread through all of this is a foreign policy detached from reality, accountability, and strategic wisdom. When the president dismisses diplomacy, alienates allies, and casually discusses multiple wars, the credibility of the United States takes a severe hit. If everything is winning, the numbers should confirm it, and the global community should confirm it. This isn't just about partisan politics. It's about the future of America's standing in the world and the safety of its citizens. The evidence is clear. This approach is isolating, destabilizing, and dangerous. We deserve leaders who understand the profound consequences of their words and actions. Don't let these moments slip by unnoticed. Share this video if you believe in holding power accountable and demanding a foreign policy rooted in responsibility, not recklessness.